as I'm interpreting this email, you got a dude here that's starting to hang out with a bunch of women at the office, and they're so comfortable with him now that they're talking freely in front of him, and he's uncomfortable with how to react to what he's hearing, okay? And it all is being centered around this word, manhandled. Bert Show. So I have a question, observation that's been eating at me for weeks. A few weeks ago, I started going to lunch with some of the ladies in the office. I'm the only male. As they've gotten more comfortable with me, they have let their guard down and talk pretty openly in front of me. One common theme they have been chewing on lately is the fact that their men won't manhandle, quote unquote, manhandle them. I sit silently when I listen to them complain, but also laugh that they all want to be, quote unquote, manhandled. As a single man, I want a deeper explanation of this if this is something women really want. But I am way too embarrassed to ask. Is this a common theme with women, or am I just in a weird group? Frankly, I'm kind of surprised because the messages I seem to get is that women want to be treated with respect. What am I missing? Okay. Look, Cassie wants in on this immediately. Look at her manhandling her mic.
Obviously, I can't speak for all women, but there is, I think, something to a woman who holds power in her life. So maybe she runs the household and has a very big mental load, or maybe she's in a powerful position at work, or so she's a power player in some regard in her life, whether at home or in the office. And there is something very empowering about choosing to lose your power in a place and not have to hold that role anymore and be like, all right, I'm tapping out. I'm not making the decisions anymore. Like the dominance thing, I'm dominant in every other area of my life, except I am choosing not to be in this scenario. I don't want to be in that role. And for some women, they really like that.
I don't think this is an all women thing by any means. I don't think these women in this group are like the outliers. I think there are a lot of women that when it comes to being manhandled, they would prefer that. And his comment is like, I'm kind of surprised because the message I seem to get is that women want to be treated with respect. You can be manhandled with respect. Like as long as you and your partner are on the same page and it is consensual and discussed beforehand, and that, you know, it's not something. But here's the thing. It's not something you want to tell your man that he has to do. Like, all right, now manhandle me.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Hey, honey, will you respectfully manhandle me tonight? Don't save that.
Yeah. Because then that negates what Cassie just said. If you are a woman or a person who has a lot of control over their life, has to make a lot of decisions, has to be the dominant person every now and then, it's nice to be able to be submissive and to let somebody else take control of the situation so you can just sit there and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, when women say they want to be manhandled, it doesn't mean getting like pushed into walls or shoved around.
Speak for yourself.
I mean, if that's what you're into, I'm not kink shaming here. For me, the perfect example was a guy that I dated a couple months post-grad, and I had this conversation with him multiple times. I'm like, I always feel like you're never really taking charge. To me, it's not really manhandling. It's just kind of like, can you show masculinity and strength in like a crowd setting? So for example, we would go out to bars together and he would always just kind of hold my hand with like a limp noodle arm. And I would always just grab his hand and I would look him dead in the eyes through my vodka haze. And I would be like, grab me, damn it. And he'd be like, pull me through the crowd. Like, show me that you're kind of in control and you're taking charge. But to me, that's a sign of respect, not disrespect.
Maybe in the bonus content, we can define exactly what manhandled means, because I think a lot of dudes are confused by that word. And I think I understand what he's saying in the last sentence here also, is that the messages that men get most of the time is that they don't want to be controlled, that women don't want to be controlled by men. So in a case like this, he's sitting here going, wait a second, she does want to be controlled by me? Respectfully?
Well, it's in a very obvious situation. It's in the bedroom. Like that's what really this is talking about. And if I'm on a date and it's a first date and we go home and you manhandle me, I'm going to have some issues, especially if we didn't like discuss it. But I think if you're in a relationship or you've been on a few dates and that's where you're going, and like Kristen said, it's consensual, so everyone's on the same page and it's in the bedroom. But no, I don't want some dude just to walk up to me in a bar and like manhandle me.
Grab me by the bicep and drag me somewhere.
You don't have permission. I haven't acquiesced. I haven't been like, yes, you may do this in this situation. So go with the respect thing. But some women, and if you're on TikTok, all the readers love to be manhandled.
Really?
Yeah, they want to be disrespected by somebody who we know respects us.
There's a partnership.
That's a good way of putting it.
There is a partnership on TikTok between the book talk girlies and the motorcycle boys. Yes, and it is
I don't know what these are.
so book talk, the readers, the girls who love reading, and then the dudes who post about their motorcycles and riding motorcycles. They have formed an alliance, and that is what women, not all women, but a lot of women want the bad boy as well. But bad boys don't make good life partners. Okay, so when you're at a point where you're like, I want to settle down with someone good, but I want some of that bad boy angsty energy. That's where you get it in the bedroom. That's where the manhandling comes in.
Isn't this fascinating?
Yeah.
Abby, what did you say?
Women, and this is a blanket statement, I think a lot of women like to be disrespected by someone we know respects us.
Oh.
So, like, my husband could manhandle me. That's totally fine. Any other man? No, thank you.
Angela, good morning. You were on the Bert Show.
Manhandle my piano twice.
Twice?
Huh?
Not even once.
Do it twice.
Twice.
Not once. Do it twice.
Okay.
So you want to be doubled down on manhandled.
Manhandle me twice.
Okay.
Everything sounds better when you say twice.
She's like, I know I can add to that conversation. Once is not enough.
That's all she wanted to add.
Manhandle times 2.
Yeah, 2 of them things.
I want to be disrespected by somebody that respects me.
Yeah.
Because you know
That's
it's
a
coming.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know it's coming from a place of consent, and
It's safe.
Yeah, it's safe.
I learned so much on this show today. Thank you, and thank you.
Yeah.
The Bert Show.